cheap off-grid living Mike finds the perfect sidekick. Destination Open Road has some confusing comeback videos, and Tim made an attempt at editing. What's up, everybody? I hope everybody is enjoying their nice long holiday weekend. And I will say happy Memorial Day to everyone. I already gave you my Memorial Day speech, but remember what this day is for. It's not just the kickoff of the summer season or opening the pools or having cookouts. It is to memorialize or remember those who served and lost their lives for this great country. So remember to do that today. And that takes me to our first little topic, which is Tim. All right, Sarasota Tim.
Timmer!
He did some, I looked real briefly, but I saw he did a Memorial Day video, so I had to see what kind of gibberish he put forth for that. And the first thing that came to mind was, I find it ironic that a man that said he would say that he was a veteran just to get a discount would have the gall to actually say what he did at a Memorial Day video, his little video. Now, with this video, Tim made a feeble attempt at editing to actually make a video instead of just run his jaws. As valiant as the effort was, his long-winded, repetitive sermon seemed forced and really not that heartfelt. It just seemed like it was something he had to do again to keep up that persona of I'm a good person and let me stand here and speak, and then I will bow my head and show you that I'm a good Christian as well. And it just seemed too, again, forced and rehearsed and just, yeah, it seemed phony to me, but that's just my opinion. You leave your comments below, please. All right, now moving on to Destination Open Road. Now, they're posting some very confusing comeback videos. In my opinion, again, these are just my thoughts. The first one was all about this dilapidated truck camper that they were going to look at and picked up for whatever reason. It was just a water-soaked, water-damaged piece of crap that was falling apart. But anyway, that video, it went on and on and on. And then at the very end, it shows them, and Terry says, you know, we found one, and that's it. So it's Scott standing next outside, and there's a truck camper on the truck, and that's it. It's kind of like this mysterious thing. We found one. There was no mention of why they wanted a truck camper or what they were doing, what their plans were, what their thought process was, why they weren't taking the fifth wheel. I don't know. It was just all very, confusing to me. And then at the end, when they said, oh, we found one, I figured the next video would be ta-da, and let's see it and talk about it and everything. Nay. No. The second video starts with them. They're in the truck and the camper's attached and they're driving down the road. No mention of where, why. We're not looking at it. We're not seeing it. We're just in the truck, in the cab, and we're just driving along. And of course, we're talking to Pumpkin and everything else. But yeah. So they hit the road. They visit some campsites. We get a little tour. They're walking around of the campsites. There's a creek. There's this, that. And then they're back in the truck. And where we're going, we're heading south, and we're doing this, and we're going. And yeah, so they're going Northern California, I guess. And what I found kind of interesting was they went to his campsite. Oh, look, someone left us some firewood. So we're not going to burn it. We're going to take it with us. So in other words, somebody said, well, we're not going to burn this wood. We're going to leave it for the next people. And they left it there. And Scott and Terry said, well, hey, look, someone left us some firewood. We're not going to leave it for the next people because we're not going to use it. No, we're taking that shit with us. I found that quite interesting and entertaining as well. But after that, like I said, they're in the cab and they're driving again. And they're heading to Ajas. Ooh, well, there was the only thing out of the two videos that was not surprising or confusing. They're going to Ajas. Of course they are. Where else would they go? What else would they do? So, their comeback was as unexpected and confusing as their vanishing act. No reasonings, no explanation, just bam. We're here. This is what we're doing. Boom. Kind of like just when they disappeared. And yeah, I had quite a few people say that, yeah, that's why they don't watch them anymore, because they just left everybody hanging. They gather all these followers and all this, and then just out of the blue, just leave. No explanations, no nothing. They're just gone for, 10, 11 months. And then they just pop back up like, hi, we're here, and we're going to go to Ajas. Well, why aren't you in your fifth wheel? What's going on with the land? Do you have land? Where is that? Remember that land? I thought you couldn't stay there if you didn't build on it. Did you build on it? What's going? Nothing. We're here and we're going to Ajas. I don't know. So maybe they'll give some explanations next year. I don't know, but that's what's going on so far. Very, very odd and confusing, in my opinion. Again, tell me what you think in the comments below. All right, cheap off-grid living Mike. His new buddy Josh, perfect fit. It's a perfect fit. These two, I think, they make a good pair. I really do. These two, I think, are going to make really good friends, and I think it's going to be a long-lasting friendship just by the looks of it. One is just as goofy as the other, just as off the wall and out there as the other one. They're like Tim and Tammy, two peas in a pod. Now, the video today was, I don't know, way I can explain it is it's just kind of all over the place. Now, there was a little bit of talk about the shade structure that they built over where they're going to put the beds and everything. And there was some fixing of a shift lever in Josh's truck. And the rest was just basically nonsensical ramblings. Little list that jokes talking about label and everything. Just, I don't know, just weird, again, nonsensical ramblings and lots of gigglings. And yeah, so it was, I don't know. I don't know what the video was about. I don't think Mike knows what it was about either, but hey, he's got a new buddy, and there you go. He's living there on the property, got his trailer parked over in his little spot, and they're just doing all kinds of projects together. So at least the two can sit around and talk goofy stuff, and maybe, just maybe, Mike will get some shit done since he has a little protege. All right, that's pretty much going to do it. Tomorrow is eye surgery day. It is at 11:15, 11 o'clock. I have to be there at 11:15. And the surgery is, when I go back and get all prepped and everything, is at 11 o'clock. So, yeah, by the time I come out of there, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours later, and then get home and kind of, just chill. Don't know if there'll be a video tomorrow or not, but hey, there's always Wednesday. And don't forget, Thirsty Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. We always have a good time. I'll try to throw something together and we can talk about the good old days. Once again, I have a fun time reminiscing with all you guys, and I think you guys enjoy it too. So stick around, come on back, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to see you better by the end of the week. All right, you know how we do here.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.